Good morning, students. Welcome to our school online classes. Okay, in this session, we are going to discuss about last exercise of coordinate geometry. In yesterday class, we are all learned how to locate the point on Cartesian plane. What is the position? What are the quadrants? What are the quadrants? How many quadrants? First quadrants, signs are plus, minus, minus, plus, like this. Okay. But here it is also 9.3 is also purely based on a point located on Cartesian plane. Yesterday class we completed 9.2. 9.2. Okay. Origin. What is the meaning of origin? What is the horizontal line? What is the vertical line? And both will both horizontal and vertical line intersect at which point origin, like this. And also coordinates of b, coordinates of p, coordinates of the d, h, l, m, like this. Okay, now the last exercise 9.3, exercise 9.3. First question here, students, here like this. In which quadrant? In which quadrant? In Cartesian plane, there are total 4 quadrants. In which quadrant or on which axis do each of the points -2, 4, 3, -1, -1, 0, 1, 2, and -3, -5 lie? Which quadrant? Okay. Verify your answer by locating them on Cartesian plane. Okay, verify your answer by locating them on the Cartesian plane. First, we have to decide all these 3 points appears in which quadrant. After quadrant decided, then we have to locate the point on Cartesian plane. Okay, points are like this. Okay, points. Now -2, 4. 3, -1, -1, 0, 1, 2, and -3, -5. -3, -5. Okay, first we have first point, second point, third point, fourth point, fifth point. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points is there. We have to first we have to find all these points will appear which quadrant. Which quadrant? Then we have to locate these points on Cartesian plane. Okay, to locate a point on Cartesian plane, always we should consider first value is x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, x-axis and y-axis. Okay, now first one -2, 4, -2, 4 will appears which quadrant? It appears which quadrant? Here minus plus is there. Okay, all of you know in Cartesian plane, in first quadrant both are plus. X-axis also positive, y-axis also positive. In second quadrant, x-axis value negative, y-axis value is positive. In third quadrant, x-axis also positive, negative, y-axis value also negative. In fourth quadrant, x-axis value positive, y-axis value negative. Now, first one -2, 4. That is considered as A. A point appears in which quadrant? -2, 4. It means x value is minus, y value is positive. X value is negative, y value is positive. Means which quadrant? Here, second quadrant. It is second quadrant. It is second quadrant. Okay. Then second point. B, 3, -1. Okay, 3, -1 means x-axis, y-axis. X-axis value positive, y-axis value negative. X-axis value positive, y-axis value negative. X-axis value positive, y-axis value negative means which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Okay. Now see, -1, 0. So how we can decide here 0 is there, which quadrant it appears? It is very important. -1, 0 means x value is -1. X value is minus means here. Y value is 0. Y value is 0. What we have to understand here is, sir, this 0 means 0 means there is no positive, there is no negative. Home 0 in Cartesian plane, in the coordinate geometry, 0 nothing but we should consider here. What we have to consider here, x value is -1, y value is 0. If y value is 0, x value is -1, y value is 0, means the point lies on which axis? Point lies on x axis. If x value is 0 means, point lies on y axis. X value is -1 means here, y value 0 means here, like this. Therefore the point lies on x axis. Next, D. 1, 2. Here both are positive. X value also positive, y axis value positive, means both are positive, means which quadrant? First quadrant. Both are positive, means which quadrant? First quadrant. Now E. -3, -5. If both are negative, x axis value is also negative, y axis value also negative. X axis value is also negative, y axis value negative, means which quadrant? Both are negative, means which quadrant? Third quadrant. Because in first quadrant both are positive. Second quadrant, in first quadrant x axis value is also positive, y axis value is also positive. In second quadrant x axis value is negative, y axis value is positive. In third quadrant x axis value is also negative, y axis value is also negative. And fourth quadrant x axis value positive, y axis value is negative. If both are plus means first quadrant. For both are plus, 1/2 is first quadrant. Now here minus plus, x axis value minus, y axis plus, means minus plus, which quadrant? Second quadrant. Plus minus, which quadrant? Plus fourth quadrant. Then -1, 0, x value minus means y value 0 means the point lies on x axis. Now 1, 2 both are positive means first quadrant. -3, -2 both are negative means third quadrant. Then it is the position of the points. Then we have to locate the point, all these points on Cartesian plane. Then again we have to locate all these points on Cartesian plane. Okay. Now then we have to represent all the points on Cartesian plane. Okay. To draw a Cartesian plus, we should first understand that in x axis which one is the larger number? X axis. In x axis which one is the larger number? -2, -3, +3. In plus 3 is the larger number. In negative -3 is the larger number. Okay, next. In y axis +4 is the, in positive +4 is the larger number. In negative -5 is the larger number. We have to draw a Cartesian plane. We have to locate the point on these bases. Okay. Now origin is x axis, y for x dash, y dash. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay, -5. Now we consider as A. I am assuming it is A. It is B, C, D, E, like this. First one A. X value is how much here? -2. X value is -2 means x value minus, it is plus, it is minus. X value is -2 is here. Okay, here is the minus 2. Y value is plus 4. Y value is plus 4 means y, it is not y dash. Plus 4 like this. We should represent like this. Minus 2 plus 4, it is A. Minus 2 plus 4. Therefore, which quadrant? It is second quadrant. It is which quadrant? Second quadrant. Which quadrant? Second quadrant. Okay. Then B. X value is plus 3 is here. X value is plus 3 is here. Y value minus 1 means y dash. Plus 3 and minus 1. Here. Plus 3. X value is plus 3. Y value is minus 1. Therefore, it is considered as B. 3 minus 1. Which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. X value is plus 3. B value is minus 1. Which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Then x value is minus 1. X value is minus 1. Y value 0 means we should represent like this. Here x value is minus 1. Y value 0 means here y value 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 means here is only. Therefore, it is considered as C. Therefore, minus 1 comma 0. The lies on which axis? If y value is 0 means the point lies on x axis. Minus 1 comma 0. Minus 1 comma 0. Last one D. Both are positive. X value is 1. Y value is 2 here. Is D. 1 comma x axis is 1. Y axis value is 2. Both are positive. Both are positive. Then E. Minus 3 comma minus x value is minus 3 is here. Y value is minus 5 is here. Both are negative. Therefore, minus 3 comma minus 5. Now minus plus. Which quadrant? Second quadrant. Plus minus. Which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Minus 1 comma 0 means y value 0 means point lies on x axis. Therefore, the point 3 point lies on which axis? X axis. Both are positive means first quadrant. Both are negative means third quadrant. Okay. Now it is a representation of points on Cartesian plane. You can use graph sheet or graph paper. Don't worry. Okay. Now first one is over. Second one. Here. Second one. Plot the points x comma y given in the following table on the plane. Choosing suitable units of distance on the y-axis. Units of distance on the axis. Okay. Here already points is given. X value points is given. Y-axis points is given. Then we have to represent these points on Cartesian plane. We have to represent these points on Cartesian plane. Second one, x, y. Minus 2, minus 1. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, x and 1, 8, 7, minus 1.25, 3, minus 1. Okay, now we have to locate the points, these points on Cartesian plane. Okay, first it is considered as A, it is B, it is C, it is D, it is A. What are the coordinates of A? Minus 2, 8. B coordinates minus 1, 7. C coordinates 0, minus 1.25. D coordinates 1, 3. E coordinates 3, minus 1. X-axis value, y-axis value. X-axis value, y-axis value. X-axis value, y-axis value. X-axis value, y-axis value. X-axis value 7, 8. Okay. Now minus 2 plus 8. X value is minus 2 means x value is minus 2 is here. Y value plus 8 means x value is minus 2. plus 8. It is plus 8 means it is A minus 2 comma 8. It is minus 2 comma 8. Then x value is minus 1 is here. Y value is 7. Minus 1 7. Here minus 1 x axis value. Y axis value is 7. It is B minus 1 comma 7. X value is 0 means here. Y value minus 1.2. Minus 1.2 means 1.2 y dash. If x value is 0 means point lies on which axis? Y axis. Here 0 minus 1 minus 1 after minus 1 minus 1 it is 2 minus 1.25 means it is in between 1 and 2. In graph sheet it like this. It is 1 means it is 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. It is 2 like this. 1 2 in graph sheet the paper is like this. In graph sheet 1 to 1 means it is considered 1.1 1.2 1.3 1.4 1.5 1.6 1.7 1.8 1.9 2 like this. We should represent like this. So how we can like graph sheet? It is 1 like this. It is 2 like this. After 1 small lines is 1.1 1.2 1.3 1.4 1.5 1.6 1.7 1.8 1.9. Now this 2 1 2 in graph sheet 1.1 1.2 1.3 1.4 1.5 1.6 1.7 1.8 1.9. Here is also is y dash minus 1. It is minus 2 in between. Now 1 plus after 1.25 means 1.2. Now 1 1.1 1.2 it is 1.1 1.1 1.3. Therefore 1.25 it is in between 1.2 and 1. It is 1.1 1.2 it is 1.3 1.1 1.2 1.3. Therefore 1.25 in between 1.2 and 1.3 because it is 1.25 means it is 1 minus 1 is there minus 1.1 minus 1.2 minus 1.3 in between. Now the point is 1.1 1.1 1.2 1.3 1.4 1.5 1.6 1.7 1.8 1.9 2. Therefore in graph sheet it is like this minus 1 minus 1.2 point means it is 1.2 between 1.2 1.2. Therefore point is here. Therefore point is here is considered as 0 comma minus 1.25. It is C minus 1.0 minus 0 minus 0 and minus 1.25 1.25 in between 1 and into 1 by 5 1 1.5 2 minus 1 minus 1.5 minus 2. Therefore in between 1.2 and 1.3. Then D x value is 1 y value is plus 3. X value is 1 y value is plus 3. D x value is 1 y value is 3. Last one E x value is plus 3 x value is plus 3 y value is minus 1. Now it is considered as E x value is 3 y value is minus 1. Positive negative negative positive x value is negative y value positive means minus plus second quadrant minus plus second quadrant. If x value 0 means point lies on y axis. Both are positive means first quadrant. X value positive and y value negative means fourth quadrant. Now this is a representation of these points on Cartesian plane. It is a representation of these points on Cartesian plane. This minus 1.25. Here x value is 0 is here. Minus 1.25 means after 1 1.1 1.2 1.3. Therefore 1.25 is in between 1.2 and 1.3. Middle point 1.2 1.3 middle point and 1.25. Therefore it is a minus 0 comma minus 1.25 minus 1.25 minus 1.25. Okay. Then the both then now this problem coordinate geometry is complete. Right. Tomorrow we will start new exercise. Now write down some example homework problems. You have to represent this point on Cartesian plane. We should represent these points on Cartesian plane. Homework problems. First one. X comma y. First one, second one. Yes, these two are the homework problem. Try to represent all these points on Cartesian plane. And graphs it are common. Okay. Tomorrow we'll start. Okay. Thank you.